Okay, hello guys. So this is a video of fetching all YouTube videos in a web page. So this is my channel, and I have made this page in this morning, which will fetch all the YouTube videos. So these are like 8 videos that my channel has, and it is displaying this in a list view, and we will I will show how to make this. So I was just this is not a tutorial or something. This is just the process of how you come up with this idea and make a constructive website. And first I searched how to show all my YouTube videos in my website, and then I got this link, Stack Overflow link, where it shows that there's a URL of Google APIs where you will have your API key here and your channel ID here, and this URL request will return a JSON file which will have all the videos. And then you can construct a YouTube video link by just appending the video ID after youtube.com. So how do you get the API key? So I searched that again, and then I found that you have to go to console.developers.google.com, and then you will click enable APIs and service, this line, and this will get you to this page, and then you will scroll down and you will click YouTube Data API version 3, and then you will enable it. So it must be enabled already, yes. So then you need to click credentials, and then it will get you to this page where you will click create credential and then API key. So I have already done that, and this is my API key. So then what we'll do is that we will take that API key and we will uh, take our channel ID. Okay, we'll need a channel ID. So the channel ID is here. You go to your YouTube settings. So you click on your YouTube account, and then you go to settings. Then you will come to this page. You click on view advanced settings, and then you will get the channel ID here. So after you get the API key and the channel ID, then you will construct this URL with your API key and channel ID, and then this URL request will get you all the details. So if I copy paste it here, then it will give me this JSON details. So here is a video coding interview questions asked by the top companies. This is my channel video. I can show it to you here. Wait a minute. So YouTube, let's see how this data is structured. Let's go to my channel. So here, coding interview question asked by the top companies. This is this video, coding interview questions asked by the top companies, and this is the title, and the description is also here, and the URL of the thumbnails is also here. So what we'll do, we will create a div tag, division tag of HTML, and the tag will be structured like this, that the thumbnail will be appeared at the left, and then the title will be right to that at the top, and then the problem description, and then the publish date. So all of this data will come from this JSON variable. So let's make this video. Let's make this website. Sorry. Okay, so let's start by just fetching the data from API. So here we have a file called config.js, and it is holding a JSON like structure, our API key and the channel key. So then from the script we can just type config.api key and it will return the API key to us. So this is kind of like neat feature. So let's build a basic website which will have a div tag, and all our generated child div tags will go inside this div tags. So let's first link the scripts. So we obviously need to first load the config file, because then it will not, the script.js file will not get access to the config.js. So we certainly need to first load the config file, which is one directory up in the utility functions, and then here the config.js. So then we need to load the script.js file. Script.js file. So now at first the config.js file will load, and then script.js file will load, and it will the script.js file will have the access to the config.js file.
So it's better to have a to-do list. So we are going through this to-do list. So we have figured out a way how to by searching that how to do this, and then we have got the API key. So it is also done. We have got the channel ID. We have already made the URL, which will return the JSON string. We have made a basic website, and then we need jQuery to fetch this JSON data. So you have many ways to fetch JSON data, but I will use jQuery because it's basic. So for jQuery running, you will need to load the script in your heading tag, and then you will just type $.getJSON, $.getJSON, and then the URL, and then another function holding. So okay, then we will write the URL here later. For URL, the URL will go here, and then we need a callback function. It will have no name, I guess, right? Yes. So then here we will have the data. So the URL we made was this URL, and this will go here in the URL variable. So what we are doing here, we are using getJSON to get the data from this URL and then logging it to the console. So getJSON is the function which you'll get in jQuery, so that's why we're loading jQuery. So let's go live. Oops. So it is loading directly my page. We need this page, index.html. Let's open this from my computer. Web tutorials, and then index.js. So let's check the console, and here we have an object which is a JSON string. So this has to be the JSON string. Let's check. It looks same actually. Yeah, we've got the right data. This data is same as this data. So we're seeing that the videos are in the item directory here. So this JSON has an item subdirectory which have all the 9 videos, sorry. So, and then each video has an ID which is inside the ID, and the snippet holds the publish date, the title and the description, and then the thumbnail has 3 thumbnails. So we have done this part also, and we are analyzing how the data is structured. So for our website, which is this one, we'll make this website. So we need the thumbnail, and we need the title, and we need the description, and we need also the publish date. So here we can get every information that we need is inside the items, this line, and this items hold every video, so we will iterate through all the elements inside the items, and then we will get the thumbnail from snippet and thumbnails here, and we will have the publish date, title, description, and the ID will be in a separate subdirectory called ID. So I don't know if these things are called directory, but I'm just saying this directory. So let's make a basic div tag which will help us to structure the data. So by default, div tags hold data vertically. We need horizontally, like we need to hold the elements horizontally. So we will have this image here, and then horizontally we will have coding into equations like the titles and the top and the description and the publish date. So this will be another div tag which is holding vertically everything by default, but this div tag here, the mother div tag, will hold elements horizontally. So I have searched a way how div tag can hold elements horizontally. So you will just need this style. So you will say this prefix flex direction row. So that will I guess hold everything horizontally. So let's try this here. Let's close this class. We don't need that. And then we will have an image, and then we will have a h1 tag which will be the title, and then we will have a p tag which will be the description. And the image also will have an on-click link, which will, when we click the image, it will take us to the YouTube page of that video. So here I can show you, like if I click this image, it will take me to this video. So let's so what we'll do, we will run a for loop for I is less than JSON, and we need to iterate through the items. Remember, the length of the items will give this, and so let's just log this JSON items I. Here we are getting all the videos. So what I've done here is that we have figured out that our videos are in the items here. So we will iterate through all the elements inside the items, and then for doing that, we will need a for loop that will run to the length of from 0 to the length of items, and then we are just logging everything. So let's use this console tag to print the necessary details. So first we need to print the titles, which is inside items, then inside snippets, and then titles. So we need to add snippets and then title. Let's see. So yeah, we have an error here. This will be snippet, sorry. Yeah, we are getting all the titles. So these are my channel videos titles. So we have figured out a way to get the titles. Then let's do it again for description. It's easy, just you have to put in description here. Let's see if this works. Yeah, so these are the description, and I think now we can fetch all the data and then create a div tag of this kind. So to create a div tag of this kind, we'll need to copy this or cut this. Then we will make a custom div, not here, we'll make it here, custom div object. So we will have to format it so here you can see that the quotations inside the HTML are messing things up. So we will have to do this. So we have analyzed the data, and we have also made the dummy div tags, and then we will have to make it a JSON variable, and then what we'll do, we'll just append it. Let's cut this thing for a moment. So we want to append this here in this div tag. Let's make this ID. So it will have a ID of container. We will get the container, and then we will get the inner HTML, and then we will just append the custom div. So that's how we're gonna do that. So what we'll do now is that let's figure out a way to make this whole HTML thing a string, because inner HTML will hold string. Then we will need to add backslash here. Every other thing is fine. We will need another backslash here. Another backslash here, I guess. No. Here. This is a painful thing to do.
Okay, so after some wrong attempts, I have figured out a way to just format this as a string. So let's show it to you guys. So every inner quotation mark will have a backslash before it, so that it won't like cause problems. So then this is the same div tab which we used to have here. So here is that. So we will need to write this on click, then image URL will go here, YouTube video title will go inside this h2, and then YouTube video description will go inside this p tag. And I have also made some styles. So let's create those variables. Image URL, we know that image URL is inside the items, inside individual video, and then inside the snippet. Let's check that again. So this is the thumbnail part. It is inside the snippet and then the thumbnails, and we will use the medium resolution. So let's thumbnails, then medium, and then we will also initialize the YouTube video description, the YouTube video title, and other stuffs. And then we will just concat this to this string, and then we will, let's fix this indent, and then we will append this to the container div, which will populate this video cards into the divs, which will make our websites complete. So let's do this first. Okay, so back again, I have made these variables. So let's go through this loop again. So what we'll do, we will iterate through every items inside the items part in the JSON string, because that's where all video data are stored. So we will get the image URL inside the snippet, inside the thumbnail, and then medium URL, and then YouTube video title will be inside the snippets part to the title, and then description and publish date, and then video ID, and then we will make a YouTube video URL by concatenating video ID to the youtube.com. It will give us a clickable URL, and then we will write this on click attribute, which we will insert in the image tag. So image tag will have an on click attribute, which will pass the YouTube URL to a function called goto. So, and then the goto function will take us to the YouTube video, and just the source is set to image URL. Oops. And then the heading is also set to YouTube video title. So then the website will look like this. Let's refresh this. So website will look like this. So but the click function will not work because we haven't write the goto function. So let's write that goto function. It will take a URL, a simple window dot open URL. Now it will work. Yeah, so that was it, guys. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay guys, today's problem is